Check. Okay. A package from BSW. I wasn't expecting it to come, actually, as soon as it did. Maybe it's just time flying by that quickly. It is a headset, not a headphone, from Beyerdynamic. The DT290 MKII, 250 ohm. So, I was gonna drop this. I have two sets of Beyerdynamics. I have the DT770 Pros at 80 ohms. These guys right here, making a humongous mess and noise. I also have this set, which are the much older DT48 200 ohms. These are the 48Es. Beyerdynamic's been making headphones for a long time. The history and everything, crazy stuff, actually, as well. Don't know too much, just from watching YouTube videos, reading up on forums. Beyerdynamic's been here for a while. When I was thinking of buying a headset, these were the guys I was thinking of. Audio-Technica does have a headset, and also Sony. I think Sony. Unless it was probably like a mod mic or something. But yeah, Audio-Technica does have headsets. And Sennheiser has headsets. AKG has headsets. But after watching some Brawlhalla esports, this was the headset that many of the hosts and commentators were wearing. I didn't buy this strictly because that's what I saw, but actually because there's no reviews or videos on them. Because these are like, I think, used actually for streaming and sports. So in the box, it's very minimalistic. There's nothing in here. Affected the white balance. This is yeah, just a headset. Now that's something that you need to be very aware of, is that there is just a headset. You don't get the cable. Just these two pamphlets. I'm looking at them off camera. Apologies. We got some actual documentation here too. Let's take a look here. Do we have anything in English? This is all in Dutch, I think. I can probably assume what this is already. I know that this is the dynamic microphone version. I don't know what the... Oh, there it is. All right. So we got the connection, stuff, operation. Maintenance. Integrated limiter. I don't think I got the one with the integrated limiter now that I think about it. So, it looks like 290 MK2, there's two versions. There's a 200 ohm and 250 ohm, and there's also a 200 ohm with 80 ohms. I don't know what they mean by having two of those values there, but I'm going to assume that it was blurry. I'm assuming that probably one of them is for the headphone and one for the microphone. We do have some specs. What's really whack is that this looks like it's just it's a universal manual. They give this to everybody that orders the 280, the 290, or the 297, 250, and 252 headphones. So we got a output voltage at distance. This is just some stuff. Normal impedance, 200 ohm. Okay, yeah, so that's just a microphone. 40 to 12 40 to 12,000 hertz. It's a dynamic mic. Frequency response curve, we got a big hump at 6,000 hertz. Bass roll off just about at the right spot, between 200, 500, I'd say 350 hertz. So you start to get a little bit of a bass roll off. Polar pattern. I think this is a hypercardioid. So we got some reception on the back and the front. I think that's it. I'm gonna stop boring you guys. I don't think they have any thing on the actual headphone. Probably they do. I'll make this kind of short. BSW sells this as a package, and you do get the cable. Now, again, there's two versions. So there's one that requires phantom power, which is the condenser version, which I think might be better, depending on the application. I want the dynamic version because I don't want to power, you know. So here it is. Comes in literally just this foam protective bag. Nothing else. It's so simple. Beyerdynamic. Man, they've been making headphones for a long time. Like I don't know what else to say here. Wow. Okay, that holds in there. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the Element. There's no foam windscreen. Would have been nice to have a foam windscreen. Was thinking I'd come with one. Velour pads. That's nice. The construction is a very durable plastic. Maybe some kind of other material. The engravings aren't etched on the sides. It's not etched in there. Left and right, that's cool. You got the plug, whatever pins. It looks like a 6-pin, no 7-pin plug. Maybe more. No, that's just 7. Yeah, that's just plastic, and then you have the typical very nice top band foam, which is a very sturdy foam. Beyerdynamic's been known to have very nice, comfortable headphones. I'm curious how their headsets will work. I have different pads on these, but that is just soft on the 770s. And then for such an old design, the 48s are just they're very soft too. If you get these in really good condition, clamping force is ridiculously tight, and that's the reason why they work so well. Different design philosophies. Clamping force is really tight, or its nice balance relies on both the comfort and the rigidity of the top headband and just light clamping force. Again, you don't get the cable with this. It's actually completely separate. There is two things you got to be wary about, and that is you got a pin here, which is a flathead. I do have a flathead. You get a little tiny pin, and you get this cable, which isn't long. So just know this. Depending on your use case, this may or may not be a deal breaker. I know that I'm not going to be too wary because my mixer is like right there. You get a 1/4-inch jack for the headphone, and you do get an XLR for the dynamic. And I think it's the same port, same cable for the condenser version. That's a crazy 7-pin. That's it. That's all you get. That is it. So let's put this together. Let's plug it in here. Let you hear the sound. We'll talk a little bit. Yeah. I really don't know what else to say here. We'll put the compressor up to 5. Sorry if there's a hiss, but typically, headsets are really bad, right? You don't want to buy a headset. You don't like if you can, you want to buy a separate microphone, a separate everything, you know, like a good pair of headphones and a good mic. But of course, it's not really a thing that everybody can do. It's you know, I'm a purist when it comes to keeping things separate, strictly because I've chugged on some cheap things before, and also came across lots of cheap things before. Logitech's got some really good options in terms of headsets, but of course, you're never gonna get like that high fidelity or awesome acoustic sound out of gaming headset, you know. And you're also not going to get the best microphone frequency response or whatever kind of sound for the microphone. So I'm curious. Curious. We're going to plug this into two different sources. We're going to skip the DBX completely. Maybe not. Maybe not. I forgot we have a cable for that. An extension cable. We actually might be able to plug this into the DBX. I wanted to plug this in straight into the Scarlett, which I'm gonna still do. We'll do the Scarlett, which might be a typical setup for most people. Might have a solo, or the 2x2 3rd gen like I do, with 2 XLR inputs, and then we'll plug it into the DBX. I forgot I have this long cable because I was testing out a 257 SM57. I was utilizing handheld dynamics and seeing how they felt. I don't want to lose this screw. Oops. So we have an XLR, so we actually can plug this into the DBX and process it. We can even try it with the FET head. This is actually exciting. I've never been this excited before. Oh, this cable's actually for the... Oh, sorry. This cable goes into the Behringer compressor and everything. So actually, we'll not do that. We'll utilize this cable here. All right, I'm gonna stop, like, holding you guys back. Apologies. Let's put this together. Okay, you got your 7 pins here. You got your headset. Let's just this is hard to move, by the way. Like, I actually was kind of scared moving this. That's how tight the tolerance is. The headset's on the left. I want to say that doesn't matter, but I'm not too sure about that. Ooh, that's... Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know about that one, Chief. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's not going... That's not... Oh. Okay. Already getting dust on the velour pads. Something I don't like about velour pads, they can get dusty, but they also can absorb sweat, too. Something I don't... not too happy about. But of course our leather boys, people who love leather, also suffer from... I got a triangle. I'm sorry. We suffer from flaking. We love flaking apparently, and I'm just like, yep, we really do. We flake all the time. Over time, I really don't know how that happens though. When I look at some of the pads and stuff, I'm just like, dude, there's just no way. It's either you're not embracing the philosophy here, okay? Listen, I've been staying in quarantine for the longest time, right? And I'm gonna say it right now. I think that human oils, as gross as that sounds, is the natural shielding and lubricant. There you go. To keep leather pads from breaking. It's kind of like a... What's that called? It's like when you're doing like the aging process on like an iron pan, but you're using not olive oil, you're using human hair oil. I feel like it kind of keeps it good if you're the only person using them. I'm going to just see what happens. I don't know if it's going to degrade them or break them, but I mean, so far, so good. You know? Where I live, the weather's very, very dry and humid, so leather pads tend to, especially if it's like memory foam, they'll actually stiffen up if you bring them outside because how cold it is. And they might stay that way. That's what happened to my AKGs. Anyways, we're talking about these. So 250 ohms. It's only on the left side. It's got some swivel to it. A lot more back swivel. You want to say that? Made in Germany. I never adjusted these yet. Ooh, I'm gonna guess a ball bearing design from the sound of it. Everything's a plastic. I don't know how to feel about that. Especially for the price point, everything's a plastic. But I'm going to give Behringer the benefit of the doubt. Because these are mass produced for something else than what I'm gonna use them for. Because of course I want to use these for casual talking. I don't want to always have a microphone in front of my face. So that's why people might want to get a headset. But of course, where do you look for headsets, right? Again, there wasn't really a lot of reviews on these. So I honestly bought them haphazardly. But also, I need a headset. So we're going to unplug everything. Apologies, you're going to hear... oh. And there I am. Wow. Am I peaking? You might be able to only hear me on the left ear. We can make this mono. There we go. We might be peaking. Oh yeah, we're peaking. Okay. With excited voice, this is like a good gain level. This is a dynamic microphone test for the DT290. DT290s. DT290 MK2s. DT290. 250 ohms, they sound right. That sounds about right for a 250 ohm headphone. Just know that the cable is not really that split too well. It is honestly disturbing. It's disturbing. It is very disturbing. How, like, ridiculous. The intolerant it is, like in terms of like how wide, like how wide the split is. But I mean, it's actually not that bad. It works. You have to use second port on a 2i2. A little scared for people that have a solo. I don't know what the length is, so you might be stretching it a little bit. But here's the sound. We got the gain on the Focusrite on the Scarlett just shy of 100%. Let's just gain this up a little bit more. So this is 100%. I'm gonna just now bring it back a little bit. Yeah, right there. We're still at -4, -8, -6. I'm just looking at just my levels on voice meter. So yeah, just like a few, just shy. Like we're at 95%. This thing's like a SM5B, or fuck, not this mic. It's like an SM7B. these things are hard to drive. These things are hard to, everything about this is hard to drive. Not only the microphone, but also the headset itself. I have it at 100% right now. I don't know if you can hear the background noise, but that'll be a part of this, I guess. That's part of this video. We're not going to plug it into the mixer, and we're going to keep the headset here, but we're going to unplug the microphone, and we're going to use no fathead. No fathead, okay? So let's just take this out. I never have space anymore because I have so much stuff in my room. So we got this here. I'm gonna be plugging and unplugging things because I kind of forgot which one's left and right. So apologies. So let's just fans and power off because we're not gonna use the fathead. We're just gonna yeet. We're going to now unplug the microphone, so you're not gonna hear me for a bit. Uh-oh, that's scary. Yeah, that looks about right, actually. Yeah. Oh, we also have the low fidelity thing on. Let's turn that off. Excuse me. So, check. Ooh. We are clipping just a little. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Excited voice. This is how I talk normally. That's lots of level. We are still boosting, huh? We're still boosting, eh? Yeah, DBX. Woo! This is something you're probably not gonna ever see. So we're still clipping. We're clipping a lot. Uh-oh. We are clipping a lot. No! We are clipping. Clipping! Whoa! Why are we clipping, dude? I forget the microphone is like right on my head. Oh, that's probably why. Wow. Excited voice. I like talking normally. This is like normal excited voice. Normal excited voice. You also probably do need this to be driven just a little bit, actually, or else you're not going to hear anything. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay. I mean, we got a limiter and things. The gate are set for. We can bypass this. You know, let's bypass it. Okay, there. So we're just going to bypass the processing completely because we have a compressor. I'm stupid. Let's turn off the compressor. Okay. I think. Okay. I think that this is good now. Yeah, we're actually, yeah. That looks, okay. Okay, well, okay. We fucked up. So we don't have a compressor on this. We just have the de-esser, the enhancer, the expander gate, and output gain at Unity. We are running just 2 ticks shy from 3 o'clock. That actually looks about right. This is like the same levels-ish as a RE20. So it's not as hard to drive on a DBX in the chain. We had a compressor. Sorry. That's why. So if we turn the compressor on now and we turn this output gain down, that looks a lot more better in terms of, yeah, there you go. That's a more fuller sound. So now this is a processed mic. From just listening to it, I mean, I'm maxing out the volume right now. Let's turn off mono. Okay. Maxing out the volume. These things are not going to work on a Scarlett. If you have a Claret, I know that they support 600 ohm headphones, so you can probably get away with that. But yeah, no, this is the sound. I can't wait to listen to the recording of this. I'm gonna assume because of like how it's tuned. It's supposed to be used again for almost any kind of situation. Like outside, you'd probably want to use this with a windscreen, but you'd be outside doing something, right? With a headset like this. Sports commentating. Might be in the not a studio. You're probably going to be in a talk show or something. something easy, right? But you're gonna have the equipment for this. So this is what it's like having it processed compared to when it was just on the Scarlett. We're gonna do something interesting here. We're gonna EQ it, but we're just gonna use the two-band EQs here for low fidelity and high fidelity. I'm gonna do what I normally would do for like something like a microphone that I feel is flat, because I can't hear it too well monitoring myself. It's very quiet. So we're just gonna put the low frequency to 2, and then we're gonna be at low frequency of 4, and we're at 5. So this is a low frequency 5. Okay. We're gonna put the high fidelity to 2. We're gonna lower this down to 2. The low fidelity. The high fidelity, we're gonna put that back to 1. So typically a 2-1 is what I like. I don't know if that's going to really truly affect the sound too much, but that's what it sounds like right now. Another thing too is handling noise. I don't think people really think about that. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off. Everything's gonna be flat again. Handling noise. Okay, what if we have the 80 hertz pass filter on this? Some things get picked up, for sure. I bet you that the 80 hertz pass filter probably helps a lot. Probably does help a lot with that though. I'm just trying to look at my levels so that we're actually at a decent level when we're talking here. Oh, we're not at a unity. Apologies. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So I put this at 3 o'clock. Honestly, I think 3 o'clock, like once I'm talking and I'm more calm, I think that around 3 o'clock or around where it says plus 45 is where you probably want to be for this headset. Now, we're going to try the FET head. This is probably something you're never going to actually see. Let's like be real here, okay? But I mean, why not? What if you have a mic preamp on this? Does it improve the sound? Does it change anything about this? And then after this, we're going to run it through, actually, let's do it now. The Scarlett has that air feature. I'm curious. So, you know, this is just me talking with it. Everything flat. We don't have anything else on here besides the de-esser and the compressor and all that kind of stuff. What if we turn this on here and we have the air? Is there a difference? I mean, there's clearly the microphone doesn't go really, really high, but this actually gives just a nice bump to most of the higher frequencies, past 5,000 hertz or so. So I wonder if this is gonna, if anything, like increase or whatever the fidelity of the sound. So now we have this out of the way. Let us just go ahead and put in the FET head. We're gonna turn off the compressor here. We're gonna put this back to like 3 o'clock. I keep forgetting. That was the first time I heard the puffs of air. At this angle here, corner of my mouth. It's not that bad actually. Yeah, if you're blowing right into it, that's fucked. But I mean, yeah, foo, p, p's and b's and t's, k's, s's. Interesting. So let's turn off the air. Okay, let's turn the microphone off completely. Oh my god, that's wow. Around here. Around here. Ho ho ho. So we don't need to put the gain up anymore. This is like the same, for consistency's sake, this is like around the same level as what I put the SM5B. So this is something you're never gonna see. Let's be real here. Someone using this headset for this application, and it is running through a FET head, or it may have a cloud lifter or something. I know cloud lifter, they do have like a full-on like rack gear that you can microphone preamp. So that's what it sounds like. I wanted to also plug these into the Yamaha mixer directly so that you can get like a nice feel for that too. I actually wanted to do that, but we're gonna cut this short. This is still a long video. F it, I always make these videos long. Let's plug this into the headset. So that's what it sounds like. It, it I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. It is crazy how like kind of quiet and flat it sounds, but I mean again, the Scarlett only supports up to 200 ohms, so we're beyond that at the moment. So let's just not be able to hear ourselves, okay? And we're going to swivel the cable. Apologies if you hear anything. Actually, you know what? We can talk about this at the moment. So yeah, that's how wide the split is. And I actually really like the material they used here to hold it in place. It's kind of like some kind of shrink wrap, but the shrink wrap is it feels durable and flexible. It has this texture to it. Just have to split off. And I kid you not, the quality of the cables and the plugs feel really, really good. Okay, that's something that I want to make apparent right now, is that they feel really good. So let's plug this into the Yamaha mixer so that I can just hear what happens if I power these and it's a lot more louder. Wow. Okay, that's just the noise from the headphone amplifier at that point. Let's just... This is the most jank setup, dude. You guys probably gonna be like, what the frick are you doing? Whatever. Yeah. Okay, when I boost these up just a little bit now that I'm listening to them, the microphone is monitoring myself. The microphone sounds very, it sounds very, yeah, it sounds very radio. We have no fidelity stuff going on here, like the EQ-wise. We have no compressor. Okay, we have no compressor, and also we don't have the air on at the moment. Yeah, it sounds very radio. Up to you guys if you like this sound. You're gonna buy this. Honestly, when you look at the price, you're probably not gonna buy this. I honestly love this though. I just want a casual headset, something that I can just plug in and use, you know? Right away though. Maybe it's because of the height. I don't think I put the height right yet. But I'm gonna say right now that these are the most tactile feeling like steps ever. There was a lot of tension up here, so there might be a possibility that there's going to be lots of tension up here. Might want to get, I don't know, maybe a different kind of head pad for that. The pads feel wonderful, though. I've been curious. I wonder if these actually are the same pads that you can get. You can put on a Sony 7506. But we're gonna talk into the mic a little bit. I'm gonna plug in the 200 ohm DT48s and I'm gonna give it a listen, just to see if that's just a frequency response of the actual headset, or that's the microphone itself that sounds the way it does. I trained my ears with the DT48s for a while now, so it might be actually worth a try to see what the sounds like. So this is good for handling noise. I'm gonna put these down. So this is me talking into the mic, and I'm monitoring myself. Wow. So if I'm just talking directly into the microphone, there's like this bassy sound. Now, again, this is why it's kind of beneficial to have multiple headphones. I don't know if it's, yeah, we don't have any EQ, anything like that going on at the moment. Just like recall, okay? So I have a feeling that the microphone might sound a lot more better in the recording than it does when you're monitoring. I wonder if that's actually due to the headset itself. Let's listen a little bit more to the handling noise here. Interesting. We have no compressor. We have the gate on in the noise suppression. We turn it off. This is what it sounds like. Turn it back on. It's running through the DBX and then the Yamaha mixer, the same setup that I've reviewed everything so far. What's the proximity effect on this thing? If I come close like this, oh my god. Okay, let's not do that. I think the only thing that I'd be really the only thing that I'm gonna say about this thing that I'm unhappy with is definitely some build quality issue stuff. Honestly, wasn't expecting it to be plastic construction, but I mean it feels very durable. Let's just put it that way. The plug, that's not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna lose the plug. You're also not gonna feel upset with the purchase. Maybe I'm just a little nitpicky with the kind of stuff that I bought so far. I mean, some of Beyerdynamic's older stuff, that's full on metal, uh, with screws and nuts that is physically out there. Um, you know, the padding is very much probably just needs to be broken into. This is a brand new headset. This is the first time I bought a brand new headset. Um, so we're actually going to do a mixer thing. You're not gonna hear this, I hope. Let's just make sure that I mute everything, so it's just on my end. I'm gonna listen to one track on Spotify that I've been listening to all the time. Like I know exactly how it sounds, so we're going to give that a listen. And we're gonna switch back to this headset, okay? And that will be the end of the video. Honestly, it's just what does it sound like if you're listening to music? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that the coloration of the headset itself is actually what is bad. The microphone sounds very flat. It sounds very clear. We got that hump again around 5,000 hertz to attenuate the voice. I don't know if this is tuned for female voices or for male voices, but for the human range, this sounds like it's gonna get it done. If I dare to say, it has that airy quality that makes you think there's something going on, like there's something wrong with the mic. I don't think there's anything wrong with the microphone. I think the microphone's fine. The only thing that might be a little jank is the headset, so like the speaker drivers themselves. So we'll give them a listen. Again, let's be real here. You're not gonna need to hear anything past 12,000 hertz, okay? You're not. This is just not what they're used for. This is not to mix. This is to literally talk and monitor other voices, right? So I guess give it some slack, but nonetheless, we must. It's like a foot away, can still pick up the wind. Yeah, this will need a foam. Again, this is like, what's it called? It's a hypercardioid, so on the side there's nothing, almost nothing, and then there's like pure sound, and then nothing on the side here, and then you might hear me a little bit on the back. So that's what you're hearing. That's interesting. Interesting. Let me find the song. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's just some jankness right there. Okay, let's listen to the stupid headset already. to you. Fighting, there ain't nothing that you can do. Yeah. I don't know if the frequency response graph was for the microphone now or if it was for the headset. The headset sounds, if driven properly, very flat. There's no bass on this. And I mean, of course, there probably shouldn't be any bass on this. Let's be real here, okay? There should probably be no bass on this. Yeah, wow. That's that. I'm gonna upload this. It's 41 minutes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But it sounds really great. I actually love this thing. I love how you can you can freaking run a fez through this. I wasn't expecting that to really work out. I mean, it's a dynamic, it's an XLR, so you know, I was thinking maybe it'll work. Yeah, it does. To no surprise, but why would you? Why would you? This is just so much cable, so much of the thing. But I mean, listen, there's some people that can't get good audio using oh my god, let's just lower this down a little bit more. Oh wow, that's a big step. I don't know about this. Maybe just up a little bit more. Yeah, that's kind of iffy on my end. I actually probably just need to fine tune where I need to put this thing. Oh, honestly, I'm just so bad at adjusting a headset. That's how you know I don't use these often. Ooh. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, no, I think that, yeah, you can't, nobody can just be like, buy an SM7B, okay? No one's gonna be like, buy an RE20. No one's gonna be like, buy a DBX, buy a mixer, buy like the most expensive interface or something. Like it's just ridiculous, okay? It gets a little ridiculous. Is it realistic though to buy something like this? Maybe a cable, like 2 extension cables, maybe. And then buy an interface? Yeah. Will it sound like this? Debatable. You might need to do some mixing or mastering EQ wise in the end game, possibly. Don't cheap out on the interface though. You might need to actually spend a little more money because a headphone amp. You need a headphone amp for this to really work. That's just sadly a truth, I think, with this thing. Is it comfy? Now that I'm wearing it for a long time, I need to still break into pads, but yeah, it's comfy. It is comfy. Would I use these for mastering? Maybe not. Maybe not. I have a piece here though. We can keep going with this. Honestly, we can keep going. We can honestly keep going on this video. Let me open up Ableton and let me just listen to this electronic piece I'm working on because I know what they sound like on the speakers. I know what they sound like on everything so far. So what about these? I'm a little curious myself. Make sure the speakers are off. I don't know if you're gonna hear it. I mean, it's not royalty free, so that's okay. I made it, so let's just let it load its stuff. Yeah, no, I am pretty happy with this. I think that, yeah, no, like, now that I think about it, this may or may not be the same headset that I saw on the streams and stuff. It may have been a different model. But I think my only complaint so far has to be the fact that this doesn't come with a windscreen. I'd hope that it would come with a windscreen. But I mean, if you're going to be using it indoors like I will be, you can probably get away with this. And at the same time, if you have a portable recorder, let's say the H5, you actually could probably get away with this, but you need the windscreen. Get a FET head, get a portable recorder. Yeah, that's an interface and a half right there, honestly. Headphone amp might be questionable. Don't know if it'll be able to drive these things. Because again, I'm at 100% right now on the Scarlett. They're not as loud as 7506s. They're not. These are definitely 250 ohm headphones. Let's play this. Okay. Honestly, if I were to if I were to put this simple, would I listen to these for music? Debatable. I might consider. Do I need a headphone amp for these? Yes, you do. Do they? They sound flat. They sound pretty flat. The bass almost being literally not there. Still very curious what the actual frequency response of this headset is. They don't say. I love it though. Actually, I love this. I love this already. Actually, I love it. I love it a little too much, honestly. I might want to go back into the manual. I might be blind, but this is actually such a good. This is such a good headset. If you want a headset, I think this might be where you want to go. That is, again, if you have the interface. If you have an interface for this already, and whatever, then yeah. In order to avoid overstretching and premature wear and tear, never bend the gooseneck more than 90 degrees. Oh, this is just talking about the gooseneck design from Beyerdynamic. Okay, that makes sense. Schwass, Halas, or gooseneck. Operation. Yeah. All versions, boom is rotatable. Oh, so that the microphone can be placed over the left or right ear. Oh. Oh. So the LR doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Apparently it doesn't matter. Wait, hold up. I'm just gonna okay, good. That was the most premature unplug ever. Just hoping we're on the English version, not the Dutch, yeah. Give me something. Headband cushion. Oh, you can order. Oh, spares. Optional accessories. There's a coiled cable. With a 1/4-inch adapter. Ooh. We got a straight cable. That's for the DT28, DT290. Okay. 5-pin XLR plug. Stereo jack. Okay. 3-pin XLR plug. 4-pin XLR socket. A lot of optional accessories. Interesting. Models. They don't really tell me anything. I might be blind again. Honestly, I'm just giving you more audio examples at this point. You guys can just stop watching. This sounds honestly really good. Oh, windscreen. Yeah, so the windscreen, that's a 495 313. That is the order number, and the spare, it's called the windscreen 97 AZ. Okay. EDT 250S is the cushion pads. Interesting. We also can use EDT 250Vs on this too. Okay. Studio headphone 250 with limiter and cable. Oh, does it come up with a built-in limiter? I'm actually kind of curious. Well, let's turn off the limiter, boys. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, let's not do that ever again. Yeah, no, it comes with a limiter. Oh, wow, that's a built-in limiter. So those people that get excited, they're just like, oh my god, look at the the thing, man. He did the thing with the ball, dribbling like Curry and shooting like someone else. Holy crap! I don't know what to. I'm overdriving the systems now. Yeah, no, there's a limiter on this. You know, all the reason to buy this, honestly. Okay, we found it. We actually found it. It has a frequency response of 10 to 30,000 hertz for headsets optimized for highest intelligibility of speech. That makes a lot of sense. I'm getting a call, but I'm pretty much done this. And then the microphone is, okay, yeah, microphone's 40 hertz to 12,000 hertz, so that makes sense. Yeah, because I remember reading up on the thing, I was just like, I don't think that's right. Maybe 20 to 20,000 hertz. No, the headset sounds amazing. So yeah, actually you can hear a lot with this. If you drive these, I think they're gonna sound phenomenal. The headset is such a good quality. There's honestly nothing else I really want to say about this thing that I haven't already said. Check it out yourself if you are looking for a headset for whatever kind of use case. Okay, we're talking again using this outside, using this for sports commentating, using this probably at home. You might actually benefit or get away with using the Beyerdynamics DT290 MK2s. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop this now. Oh my god.